Well, you're live on News Desk on Joy News on Multi TV. Ahead in this edition, Ghana's notorious convicted armed robber Ataa questions the fairness of the Justice for All program. Committee working on GNPC kickback scandal expected to present report to the GNPC board today. Ghana Water Company restores water supply to 3 public institutions in Kumasi hours after disconnection. Well, these are more coming up shortly. My name is Kwabna Chenchenubot. Welcome to News Desk. Thank you for joining us. Now, judges of the Justice for All program will be sitting this morning at the Tamale Central Prisons to hear cases involving remand prisoners. The Chief Justice, Georgina Theodora Wood, revived the program following Joy News documentary Locked and Forgotten, which exposed the inhumane conditions under which remand prisoners live. 41 remand prisoners in Sawam and Koforidua prisons have been released under the program. Chairman of the Justice for All program, Justice Clemens Honyanuga, says about 23 cases will be heard in the Tamale Central prisons today.
The Chief Justice has directed that from the 7th of this month, April, circuit court judges were going to sit on cases on which the accused persons are on remand. But they will not sit on civil matters have been suspended, and then cases in which accused persons are on bail are also suspended. They are to deal strictly with cases of the remand prisoners, those on remand. Between this April and then the end of May.
So, my Lord, for example, if somebody is arrested today on criminal charges, yes, won't the person's case be heard?
Yeah, the Chief Justice has directed that the matter is an emergency. Yes, it will be an exception to the rule, so that case can be heard if it's an emergency. So, yeah.
And where a person must be remanded. Yes. Will there be a court, or, for example, if a person is arrested to police station today and the person is supposed to be put before court, will there be a court to listen to such a case?
Yeah, the very courts would listen. The very courts which have been selected to handle these remand cases would also hear those fresh cases at the same time. It is only that they will not give a definite hearing. The preliminaries, you know, they take the plea, the facts, and so then the matter could be adjourned. Yes. So, and with the training that is ongoing for the judges, we expect that something better will come out, and then the judges will not be remand happy anymore. Yes.
So does this apply to all judges in the country or only those in Accra? I mean, no. The hearing of only remand cases?
No, it applies to all judges in the country. Unfortunately, due to some few constraints or challenges, those in the regions could not start so seriously. But we expect that by next Monday, 13th of April, all of them would have started. We are putting everything together to enable them start.
And Milo, what do you hope to achieve with this session that you're undertaking?
Yes, we hope to achieve much. That is to decongest the prisons. Also, it is not very palatable when somebody is just on remand. He doesn't know his fate. He's just in the balance. Doesn't know what is going to happen to him. It is better if the cases are heard expeditiously, and then the remand prisoners get to know their fate. If they are to be discharged, acquitted and discharged by the court, then they go home. If they are to be convicted and sentenced, then they go back to prison. I think it is by far better than keeping them there. They are being kept there just because, majority of them, because their offenses are non-bailable. They are non-bailable offenses. That's why they are being kept there. And this is why the Chief Justice has directed that their cases should be heard expeditiously. Yes.
And it's continuing from now till May?
It's until the end of May. And if possible, the Chief Justice will consider extending the time.
Meanwhile, one of Ghana's famous convicted armed robbers, Ataa, popularly known as Ataa, has issues with the Justice for All program. Ayi Aite, who is the national leader of prisoners, says it is unfair how the Justice for All program discriminates against some prisoners. He's serving a 160-year jail term at the Anchor for maximum security prisons. Joy News was granted exclusive access to the prisons to interview Ataa.
So, now that you are here, have you started thinking about the future? 160 years locked up. Is there even any future to think about?
160 years that they have been giving to me. If not God, I don't even know what to say, because it's God who do everything, who created everything. He knows where I'll end, whether I'll go out or I'll be here and die. He knows. Also pray to the government that it should help us with the sentence, because sometimes some of our inmates, I came and met a lot of people here. Some from condemned, they also went with the same robbing and murder. They will come and spend 10 years from condemned, and they will bring them to life. From life to they spend 10 years, they give them 20 years. Later you see they have lived them and then they go out. But we, those who have been given the high sentence, they don't even care about us. But when they are doing any amnesty, they say robbing is not among, rape is not among, narcotics is not among. But we all see we have offended, though we know we have offended. But if something, the government have to watch inside and then pray for, we are just praying for us. And one thing too, I learned that they said there is something called justice for all. If I may ask, that what is the meaning of justice for all? If someone said justice for all, but they say all, because when you say something all, it means when you are in prison, you are also among. But we don't. Sometimes I don't understand that we say justice for all, but they will come only for the reminders, and we the convicts, they don't care about us. We are also praying to the government that they should see to that issue for us. We are just praying. We are not forcing them, but we are praying that we the convicts they should see to.
But the man who became popular because the police said he was the most dreaded criminal around says he did not commit most of the crimes for which he's serving the current jail term of 120 years for.
So, you started with car boots.
Yeah.
Then what next?
Okay, doing the car boot. Sometimes when you go to, okay, I can say town or something like that, when you got gun or something, we normally go and throw it where radio stations, we just throw it because we are afraid of the gun. But later, one of our guys came and said we should use the gun. So then we started using the gun, and we take it to robbing, and then we have turned it to robbing.
Were you good? You good with handling the gun?
Okay, not that bad. By then I was a driver.
Okay.
I was a driver.
So how did you go from driver to champion, captain?
Okay, sometimes I might say that what sometimes Ghanaians are saying is not true, because I'm not a champion. And there are many crimes that they have given to me that I don't know anything about it. Yeah. But all the same, I've offended. So I just have to be quiet and then pray for God that God will deliver me from this place. Yeah.
So tell me about the first time you shot someone.
No, I haven't done that before.
You've never shot anyone?
At all.
So all these operations, your crew, you follow somebody from the bank, and then you stop them somewhere, you take their money. You were carrying a gun during this operation?
Okay, by the first time we were not carrying a gun, but later we started using the gun,
But you never shot?
At all, never. At all.